Do you want to be rich or just look rich? Before you answer, let me ask you something else. Why do so many of the world's wealthiest people live as though they're broke? Think about Warren Buffett driving an old Cadillac or Mark Zuckerberg wearing the same plain gray t-shirt every day. Are they just cheap, or do they know something you don't? Here's the truth. Looking poor might be the smartest financial move you ever make. In this video, I'm going to show you why embracing simplicity isn't just practical. It's the secret weapon to building lasting wealth. Stick around because what you're about to learn could change the way you see money forever. And trust me, you don't want to miss the last point. It's the key to making it all work. Point 1. The trap of fake riches. Let's talk about looking rich. It's a trap, and millions fall into it every day. Social media glorifies luxury lifestyles, the designer bags, fancy cars, and overpriced dinners. But here's the kicker. Most of the people flaunting this wealth don't own it. They're renting it on credit. What happens when the paycheck stops or the bills pile up? Fear, anxiety, financial ruin. That's the cost of trying to impress people who don't care about you. Looking poor isn't just about saving money. It's about avoiding this vicious cycle. Because every dollar you spend trying to look the part is a dollar you could have invested in becoming the real deal. Here's a quick question. If you won the lottery tomorrow, what's the first thing you'd buy? Be honest. If your answer is a Lamborghini or a mansion, you might want to rethink your priorities. And don't worry, I've been there too. Let's keep going. Point 2. The power of low expectations. When you look poor, people underestimate you, and that's your superpower. Let me tell you a quick story. Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, used to drive a beat-up pickup truck even when he was a billionaire. Why? Because it gave him an edge. When people think you have nothing to offer, they let their guard down. They don't see you as competition. Meanwhile, you're working in silence, building wealth, and creating opportunities. You become the ultimate underdog, the one nobody saw coming. But here's the question. What do you do with this advantage once you have it? The answer lies in the next point. Point 3. Freedom from materialism. Living modestly gives you something money can't buy: freedom. You're no longer chained to keeping up with trends or impressing others. Instead, you focus on what truly matters: your goals, your family, your future. But here's the exciting part. Every dollar you don't spend on things you don't need is a dollar you can invest. And investing is how you turn looking poor into being rich. Imagine the power of compound interest working in your favor while others are drowning in debt from the latest iPhone. Speaking of iPhones, how many of you are still holding on to an iPhone 8? If so, congratulations. You're already ahead of the game. Point 4. The stealth wealth strategy. Stealth wealth is a concept the ultra-rich live by. It means you keep your wealth hidden, blending in with everyone else. Why does this matter? Because when you flaunt your money, you attract attention, and not the good kind. Scammers, thieves, and even manipulative friends or family come out of the woodwork. By looking poor, you stay under the radar. You protect yourself and your assets while living on your own terms. And let's be real, who needs the headache of fake friends or endless requests for loans? But isn't life about enjoying the fruits of your labor? Let's talk about balance. Point 5. The joy of delayed gratification. Here's where the magic happens. Delayed gratification. When you choose to look poor today, you're setting yourself up to live rich tomorrow. Instead of blowing your paycheck on fleeting pleasures, you're building a future where you can afford anything, and I mean anything. Think of it this way. Would you rather have a $5 coffee every day or financial independence for the rest of your life? It's not about depriving yourself, it's about making conscious choices. And when the time comes to splurge, you'll do it without guilt, knowing you've earned it. Point 6. The value of humility. Looking poor cultivates humility. When you don't flash your wealth, you're less likely to feel entitled or superior to others. This mindset keeps you grounded and empathetic, which is critical for long-term success. Think about this. People who respect you for who you are, not what you own, become your strongest allies. These are the people who will support your journey to financial freedom, not leech off of it. Humility also makes you a better leader, whether in business or personal life, because you'll be more approachable and relatable. Quick challenge. Think about the last time you judged someone based on their appearance. Now imagine how much you might have underestimated them. Scary, right? Point 7. Financial flexibility. When you live below your means and look poor, you gain financial flexibility. Instead of draining your paycheck to maintain appearances, you have money to pivot when opportunities arise. Imagine this: the market dips, and there's a chance to buy into a promising stock, or a property goes on sale at a bargain price. If your finances are tied up in a luxury lifestyle, you'll miss these opportunities. But if you've been smart, you can strike when others can't. Looking poor isn't about sacrifice. It's about creating options for your future self. Remember, wealth is built on opportunities, not status symbols. But what about the psychological side of this strategy? That's coming up next. Point 8. Mastering emotional discipline. Looking poor forces you to master emotional discipline. Let's face it, we all crave that dopamine hit from buying something shiny and new. But here's the truth. Wealthy people understand the difference between instant gratification and lasting satisfaction. By choosing to live modestly, you're training yourself to resist unnecessary temptations. Over time, this self-control spills over into every area of your life, from managing investments to making tough career decisions. The ability to say no today sets you up to say yes to bigger, better things tomorrow. Here's a wild thought. What if your favorite brand of sneakers went out of style tomorrow? Would you still want them, or are you just chasing trends? Point 9. Staying focused on long-term goals. Looking poor helps you prioritize what truly matters. When you're not caught up in the race to look rich, you can focus on long-term goals like paying off debt, starting a business, or retiring early. Think of your life as a game of chess. Every move you make today, saving, investing, or avoiding unnecessary expenses, is positioning you for the ultimate checkmate: financial freedom. By avoiding the distractions of materialism, you keep your eyes on the prize. And here's the best part. Once you achieve those goals, you'll have the time and resources to enjoy life on your terms, not society's. But what if people judge you for looking poor? Let's handle that next. Point 10. Separating self-worth from net worth. Looking poor teaches you that your self-worth isn't tied to your net worth. In a world obsessed with appearances, this lesson is priceless. Think about it. If your confidence depends on wearing designer clothes or driving a luxury car, what happens when those things are taken away? True confidence comes from knowing your value isn't measured by possessions, but by your character, skills, and the impact you make on others. When you separate self-worth from net worth, you stop chasing approval and start living authentically. And ironically, this authenticity often leads to even greater success because people trust and respect the real you. Let me ask you this. If you stripped away all your possessions, who would you be? Scary question, right? But it's also freeing. So, why is looking poor so important? Because it's the foundation of financial freedom. It keeps you grounded, focused, and ahead of the game, while everyone else is distracted by appearances. Remember, wealth isn't about what you wear, drive, or post on Instagram. It's about the freedom to live life on your terms. And here's the best part. You can start right now. If you found video helpful like this video, share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you're ready to take the next step, watch my video on how to make money with ChatGPT.